Hi, I'm Eric Johnson, Director of Instruction here at Oakmont Country Club in Oakmont, Pennsylvania, and also one of Golf Magazine's top 100 teachers in America. And I'd like to tell you, I had a question that was asked me, how is the fastest way to lower your handicap? And to me, the fastest way to lower the handicap is to work on short putts. And so the guys at PGA Magazine asked me to do a little piece, and I'm going to pull in the Dead Zero putting disc, one of the coolest inventions I've seen in a long time that drastically helps to lower my students' handicaps. And here's why. Studies show us that, the average player is going to miss 3 to 5 putts within inside of 5 feet per round. If we can eliminate those, we drop your handicap by 3 to 5 strokes immediately. So let me show you how we're going to work with the Dead Zero putting disc and how this is going to improve your game. The putting disc is exactly half the size of the hole. So when you're looking at something that looks that big, it's amazing how big the hole looks. As I get set up there, what I'll do is I'll take a few strokes and you'll see that as I'm warming up and hit a few putts, if I aim small, my miss is small. And I love that factor about it. To add a second element to this, what I like to do is I'll put 2 tees and I'll put a little tiny corridor. You can see that as I get set up there, I just set up where the ball just fits through that little corridor. You can see how tight I have that set up. I put the ball about 3 to 4 inches behind the 2 tees. As I walk in to hit this one, I'll put the ball directly in the middle. I've got my Dead Zero putting disc set up right there. My goal is to make sure I can get right through those 2 tees. Now, this is the other big thing about this. The studies tell us that 90% of putting is the face. We see all this about inside the down the line and the putting arc and all the crazy path things, but we're not doing a good enough job as PGA professionals to talk about the face and the relationship of the face. This has to be square to the target line when we hit it. That's exactly why when I do this drill, as I set up on this drill, I'll hold my finish. I'll hold my finish and make sure that the face is dead square to the line. I don't want to see the toe get there first. I don't want to see the heel get there first. What I'm really trying to make sure is that the putter is right down the target line through impact. If that face is square to the target line, that's going to go in every time. Once I've done that a few times, then I'll move it over and try it at the hole. And you'll see if you can get it through those tees, you'll make them every time. As I mentioned, I talk about the professional model on the Dead Zero putting disc. The designer Eric Schmidt made this fantastic disc, and we put a bubble level in there to make sure that we could read, people were struggling with reading greens. I hear that question all the time. The bubble level tells us 6 degrees of slope in any direction and where the fall line is. So this is awesome for a tournament player. Let's say, so if we walk over here, so now we know there's a 1.5 degree slope there, and what I'm going to look for here, now if I'm playing a practice round, I'm going to set my golf balls up here, and as I'm putting to that, it's a great reference to see exactly, okay, I know I've got about a 1.5 degrees that's coming this way, it's a little down the hill, and it's more right to left than anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim just on the right edge of that Dead Zero putting disc, and I'm going to hit my putts. And I'm going to practice that way. I'm going to go around the green. I'm going to go around the green and practice that way. How do we get better using putting training aids? And to me, using the Dead Zero putting disc, using the T drill, They're excellent for narrowing your focus, whatever stroke you believe in. That's the true part of that. Whatever stroke you believe in doesn't matter, but it does matter where that face is. Okay, we can do whatever we want as long as the face is good. That's why those drills and the dead zero putting disc will help you out. I appreciate the time. Look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks a lot.